Morning. So a little bit different today. We've come down to the teams of 5 C League final. I've managed to chuck the car on the side of the road at Salt House, so I've come through the marshes to have a look at one of the middle sections. But yeah, there's it's pegged for 200, so my maths is terrible, but there must be about 40 teams involved. So yeah, we're gonna follow this and see what happens. But it's a 2-day event, and quality shines. There's some really good teams in here, and what basically happens is they get a team of 5 anglers, whether they be friends or hand-picked because they're brilliant, and then they fish a series of competitions, qualify for this, and this is the final, and it's run all the way from Cly through to Weybourne. So it's flat, calm, overcast, looks good. Let's see what happens. Right, I've come to the very end of the Salt House section, so I'm right up to the left. I've dropped in on end peg, so I've Mr. Ian Bowles on here, very good angler, so he's a good place to start. Got Nathan Elliott next to him, so if nothing comes off these 2 pegs, then I don't think there's anything in the sea. But let's have a quick look. Morning, Ian.
Morning.
I'll have a look, see what he's got. There you go, wrigglers. He's got some little blow lug in there and some fish bait. So what do you think, Ian? Dabs?
Well, anything that swims to start with.
Yeah,
So we're going to we'll target dabs, just keep trying to build a score, and then try and get perhaps a bonus fish, a flounder, or perhaps even a lake bass.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad shout, to be honest, because you're fishing to 18 centimetres, aren't you? So There's no point probably going for broke, but we'll see.
It's always a bit of an unknown.
Yeah, we'll just check Ian's gear out. Scratching tactics today then, Ian. Fixed ball reel, long and light. Size, I don't know what they are. What are they, size 6s?
They're size 8 F31s.
Size 8, so you are going small. Mind you, that'll hold anything, won't it, if you hook it properly? Are they?
Yeah, so.
Yeah, well, you're well kitted up. It's turned into a lovely day. Shame about the clarity of the water, but hopefully that won't affect you too much. But time will tell, mate. So we got Ian Bow down there, and then next to him, as I said, we got Nathan Elliott. Now, I don't normally associate Nathan Elliott with scratching around. He's a big caster from the south coast. But today, Nathan, you're fishing for Asso. Ian's fishing for breakaway. And it looks to me like you're going small scratching tactics.
Yeah, I've got no intention of any casting today.
No casting?
No intention.
No, oh well. Flounders and dabs then, is it?
Yeah, something like that, mate.
Yeah.
See how it plays.
Yeah. Similar bait setup, blow lug. You got any wrigglers?
Yeah, loads of wrigglers.
Loads of wrigglers, yeah. So similar tactics. Be interesting to see how it plays out. Well, that's the first cast in the water. Nice gentle lob out. And Nathan's done the same. So yeah, they're in the water. Let's see what happens. 2-day event. So the cream should rise to the top after 10 hours of fishing. But yeah, you need good pegs, and pegs with fishing. But these guys can catch them, so let's see. Well, first cast done and dusted, and all the baits were intact, and no one, as far as I can see, caught anything. So no fish, and the bait's all there, so the crabs aren't there. So this is going to be a scratching match, I think. Going to be very tricky if first cast any evidence. Tide's just ebbing, and that can be quite good here. But I don't know. I've wandered back, and it's first blood to Paul Marshall. Little dab. Well done, mate. Yeah. Nice one. Is it scratching tactics for you today then? Yeah. And you're fishing for big catch tackle. So, thoroughly good representative of the cause, I'd say. Well done. Dab on the card. Well, I've left Salt House alone for a bit. That's fishing quite hard down there. Flat, calm sea and clear water is contributing to difficult fishing. So it's a bit scratchy. So I've come down to Cly, and there's two sections here. There's section A up there and B down there, and there's anglers as far as you can see. So we'll walk along, meet a few of them and see what's happening here. Oh, that's very good. Right, well, I've just walked down to Cly for a change of scenery, and I've made my way through to Tony Thomas, the match organiser. How's it going, Tony?
Pretty bad. Not good today.
Well, it's flat, calm sea, clear water, so it's going to be a bit of a scratchy match, but I've fished against you in the past, and that's always been your conditions, really, so I'm expecting you to come good. You're fishing for Norfolk lads, and so there's a lot riding on this, Tony.
Yes, well, at least I got one fish.
One fish,
May
yeah.
not be very big.
No, they all count, and that's fishing.
Fine.
Well done, Tony. That was a better cast, then I must have brought you some luck. 2 dabs. You happy with that? Well, beggars can't be choosers. Oh well, points are points, Tony. Well done, mate. Along a bit further, we've come to Team Breakaway again. Stephen Adams. He's got 6 fish on the cards now, so he's really holding his own in his section. Where have they all come from, Steve?
In the gutter.
In the gutter?
So 20 yards out.
20 yards, so
Yeah.
it's obviously working for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're holding your own in this section, no worries.
Need a bigger one now, hopefully.
Could come.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, things. Getting towards the end of the match length, and I'm with Louis Smith. He's doing all right, actually. He started finding a few fish, so he's got 10 on the card. Got to be happy with that, Louis? At the moment, yeah. Well, a couple more, and you're right up there, I'm sure. Keep at it. And I've bumped into, we got Joe Plumstead fishing for E-Squad. So hello, Joe.
Hello. Good afternoon.
And Dave Mathers, just back from heart surgery, and he's here, and he's fishing for Norfolk Angling Club. So you might have seen him before on one or two of the videos, or you certainly will in the future. So it's fishing quite hard all the way along, but Joe's got a few on the card. How many you got, Joe? 5 dabs, but they're,
Dave's doing all right.
yeah. You got 4. Yeah, so hopefully they'll come on with about an hour and a half to go.
Yeah.
We might get a flounder or 2 at the bottom of the tide, but some really good anglers along here. Joe's England international, and there's several more up the other way, so we'll go and bump into them, see what they've caught. But yeah, sea's still flat calm. Conditions haven't changed. It's hard, but when you've got anglers like this, you've always got a chance of catching something. So lovely job. And I've got Adrian Bordiano. He's fishing for Manic, and I have got Mike Toppin, the Norfolk Angling Club match winner from Galston Angling Centre. He's with me here. So what's it been like, Mike? Quiet. That's polite.
Yeah, very quiet. A few little tiny dabs.
Yeah. No, I think that's the case all the way along. But someone did say there was a bass up there further, so.
Yep, a little bit further up.
And I did hear there was a couple of codling at Weybourne, but whether that comes to light, I don't know. But we just got to keep sticking at it, mate. You know you can catch fish, so it's just a case of pulling them out at the end. I've done as many teams as I can, and I have found Joe Arch, Prime Angling, and he's got 6 fish on the card, so he's doing all right in terms of the zone. There's a few nice bits and pieces coming out further down the beach. We've got Henry on the end. We'll go and find him in a minute, see what he's got to say for himself. But you're happy with how things are going, Joe?
Yeah, so far. Just wish a few more fish would have opened them, yeah.
There you go. That's
Fishing, innit?
yeah. I see your neighbour's just pulled one out. He's got it in the bucket. I'll have a wander along, see what it is. Across with Kev Warner, Fish Bandits, and there's a nice flounder. Well done, mate. Worth the trip from Blackpool.
Cheers, pal, yeah.
Yeah, he's happy with that. Well done. Right, we've got another fish on the beach. We've got Tarek Brighton, Ipswich Sea Angling Club this time. So nice little dab. That'd be about 24, wouldn't it?
I reckon.
Yeah.
I'll measure it and see.
Let's have a look, see if I guess right. Hey, so that 24 centimetres, nice one, mate. So you're in contention, really. You've got a few on the card.
Yeah, getting there, mate.
You are. Yeah.
It's not too bad.
No, got to be happy with that on a day like this. Set your stall out for tomorrow, don't it, bud?
Happy days, mate.
Well done. Right, this is right at the end of the match length now, so I'm with Henry Randall. How are you, Henry?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Better if there was some fish.
Yeah, well, everyone said that. How many you got?
8 so far.
8, what, 7 dabs and that little flounder.
We've got a place of flounder and 6 dabs.
Yeah, all on 3 hook flappers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, it's hard all the way through, Henry, so yeah, what are your hopes and dreams for tomorrow?
Not a lot.
Not
Night's sleep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well, I think yeah, is what it is, mate. Right, here we are. It's day 2, and I've come to Zone B to have a look and see what's happening. It's a bit of easterly winds blown up, so it's nowhere near as warm as yesterday, but the sea's still fairly calm. I know I kept on about that yesterday, and so did the anglers, but the condition makes a massive difference to what's available to catch. So we'll have a wander along, see who we can find, see if there's any fish. And yeah, all to play for, I think. Right, so I haven't got far along. I've come about 4 or 5 pegs along. Got Mark Pinder. He's normally good for a few fish, but from what I can gather, the fishing is slow, to say the least. Oh. So let Mark sort that out, retrieve that. But generally, along the whole of the length, that's going to be hard work. There's a few flatfish, few flounders, few dabs. Nothing to write home about. If you can get a bonus fish today, it'd be a massive advantage, I believe. Prime Angling are winning it. I think Channel Angling might be second and Breakaway third. And Henry's team, he's down there in the yellow boots. I think they were 4th at the end of yesterday. So yeah, if they have a good result today, any of these teams, that can swing it. But we're going to the presentation tonight, so we'll see what we can find. What's the verdict then, Mark? We got crab anyway and a bit of weed. You left nothing to chance though, organised as ever. All the best bait. Very neat. But at the moment it's not working. But an hour left, Mark. You need 1 big flounder and you're in. Not far from Mark, we bumped into Henry. You swapped zones, Henry. Did well yesterday, but today, disaster. Is it?
3 dabs, that's all.
Let's talk tactics then. What are we doing? Baiting up with what?
We're lugging a bit of fish and a few maddies.
Yeah. Well, it should be a flounder about, shouldn't there?
Plenty of crabs.
Are there?
Yeah.
They weren't too bad yesterday, were they? But
No,
today,
absolutely hammering it today.
are they? Well, rumour has it there's a few more bass, but you haven't caught any, no?
No, they're on the wreck.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, you can't reach that from here, so bad news, Henry. Never mind. Smack in front of that wreck now, and I've bumped into Steve Swan. So you've had 1 bass, mate.
1 bass, yeah.
Yeah, you must be happy with that because
I'm
they're
happy.
worth their weight in gold.
I've worked very hard for that bass, so I'm very happy.
Yeah, so everyone says. Yeah, so that's going to help his team no end. So he's Channel Angling, and they're always a force to be reckoned with. But I think they were overnight. They were either second or joint top. So that bass won't avert at all. Right, this is brilliant. So points mean prizes. So we've got Eddie from Eddie and Hot Rods, and he's got a weaver fish on the middle. So nothing for that hospital. And he's got 2 dabs. 17, which is unfortunate because the minimum size is 18, but that one's in, so well done, mate. Just got to keep plugging away, and yeah, that's match fishing for you. but something's better than nothing. Right, that's it. Last cast done and dust. Well, I think they got one more cast. 10 minutes left anyway, so I'm going to wander back, get in the car, go and have some tea, and then I am going to go up and find the presentation. So yeah, I'll bring you back then.
22 champion team of the NSL, Channel Angling Deal.
Money goes to money. He's not here. Good eye. Did he not carry the tea?
Well done.